Hey guys, I decided to make a part 3 to the hood alignment videos because I keep tweaking little details here and there, and sometimes what happens is I'm not 100% happy with what something looks, and I have to think about it, sleep on it kind of deal, and come back and try to fix it. And that's what I've been doing today. I made a few changes, and I'll show you in a second. But the main problem, if you want to call it that I was having is, and still there's a little bit of adjustments that I could potentially make here. I kind of decided to stop for the time being. This edge here, even though it is aligned pretty well, it is still a little bit high. However, it is fine here. Again, these hoods are not perfect. So I made a few adjustments. I kept tweaking the, tightening, then loosening, then tightening again, the striker plates. And that kind of worked to a certain degree. And let me open the hood and I'll show you what exactly what changes I made. In the meantime, I'm still very pleased with the alignment. And it's looking actually really nice. There's a tight spot here down the middle, but it's really minimal. But for the most part, this thing looks really nice. I don't think it's ever looked this good. So anyway, let me open the hood and show you. Okay, so we're having a look at the alignment of the hood from inside the car. And as you can see, it's pretty good. That corner there is a little bit high, but I think it's acceptable for now. And let me show you out here. These corners were sticking up so much before. This corner also was, and it's still sticking up just a little bit. The problem is when you tighten the strikers in too far, it will not lock. It won't even latch. So I think it's important to keep that in mind. And one thing I wanted to also show you is when I pull the hood release, this thing makes, for whatever reason, I think it's still under a lot of tension, and makes a very loud noise. And I think the cable or the end piece here may be getting caught somewhere, but let me but anyway, I'm going to deal with that later. Let's see what changes I made. Well, the first change was I got rid of those stupid gaskets. That was silly. Maybe it worked in the past. This time it was they were not helping. And so I got rid of those. I figured if they didn't use them at the factory, why should I be kind of reinventing the wheel? So those are gone. And instead what I did is I kept tweaking, sometimes a quarter turn, sometimes I have a turn. And one thing I wanted to emphasize, and I kind of either remembered or probably realized for the first time this, and I wanted to share this with you because it is important, is one of these, I call them striker plates because it's a plate, this is a striker. But the adjustment of this one will affect the other and vice versa. So sometimes, and I realized that because I made some adjustments here and I was really happy. Then I wanted to latch that side and it wouldn't even latch. And I was like, what the heck is going on? So finally it dawned on me because I messed with that thing for like 5 minutes back and forth and it wouldn't latch. So much for the lock, right? So what I decided is I thought, well, maybe this guy here is to blame. Sure enough, I brought it up a little bit and that thing started locking again. So, and that's one of the most frustrating things with the adjustment for the hood is that you move one thing and it affects something over there. You add one little bumper and it may affect how this one lines up. So it's like you're always kind of chasing your tail, so to speak. So keep that in mind because you're gonna, one corner is gonna be beautiful and then the bottom left corner is gonna be horrible. And it's just never ending. Again, the biggest problem that I was having is the hood was really sticking up here. I tried everything I could. It is better now, like I just showed you. But the trick for me is, remember I told you that I put one shim, or actually a washer, in the front and two in the back? Well, I went back to this hinge here and I removed one of the washers from this bolt. And interestingly, what happens is when the angle of how the hinge is in relation to the hood affects this portion. And if you think about it of a straight line, which I know this is not straight, one end will affect the other. So keep that in mind if you're running into a similar situation. These will allow you to control that up and down to a certain degree. But if this hood is just kind of out of whack at the front, there's no way that it's going to be aligned properly at this edge of the windshield. Another thing that I wanted to, and this is a big experiment, I have to admit, I removed some of these, kind of modern, if you would, the little bumpers, and I went with these kind of hard foam pieces. And I think that also helped a little bit. And I was using something that is not really original to the car. I was using these type of rubber bumpers. I think they're like C3, not C3, third gen F-body bumpers. And the AIM has something similar to this. They're kind of taller. But again, I tried different sizes and this is what kind of works for me at this point. And they look better, I think. So anyway, yeah, I think that those are the changes. The eliminated those gaskets, one of the washers on each hinge. Again, I tweaked these things until I was really sick and tired of doing that. And you know, this is far from over because I'm sure at some point I will do or find something else to adjust. So, ouch, this damn thing keeps hitting me in the head. Ah. Sorry about that. Ouch. So anyway, let me show you the finished product here. There's a little bit of room for improvement, but again, I didn't want it to start bottoming out if I tighten those strikers too much. This side is a little better. And again, the alignment is almost spot on. So anyway, sorry about all the rambling about this, but if you are in the process of adjusting the hood of your Corvette, your C3, you may be running into the same kind of situation. My best advice is just to, you know, when you get frustrated, just walk away. Think about it, sleep on it, and eventually you will get it pretty much looking like this one, like mine. I am very pleased with how it looks, how it lines up in relation to other things like these gaps, in relation to the headlamps. And anyway, I will revisit this at a later date. But in the meantime, I hope that my videos have been helpful to a certain degree to you. And if you have any comments, please let me know. A lot of the stuff that I do is just, you know, it's trial and error, as I like to call it. And sometimes it's more error than anything else. But that's how we learn, right? Or at least that's how I learn. So anyway, I will catch you guys later. Take care.